Good morning, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. I'm just sitting here waiting for the doctors or the insurance to call me back. I wonder if I can get a new one of these mats from Pluggable. I've kind of tore this one a heck up. Anyway, yesterday when I was going through all these pennies, I kind of forgot about the 2009 series. So now I got to quickly go back through these and make sure I did not miss Mr. Lincoln's formative years and his home in the cabin and all that good doodah. So this is going to be a quick one here. Just slide them through, look at the dates, push them off into the tub. Hey, Scratch, how you doing today, sweetheart? I forgot to pull the 2006s out of here yesterday because I'm a dummy. No, I just forgot until I found one. Then I remembered, oh, shoot. So real quick, I'm just putting these through the, of course, as soon as I start, somebody's got to call me. Let me put y'all on mute so I can tell my rock and roll crazy friend that I'm on the, well, he hung up, so. Okay. We'll finish this. He'll leave me a message. That was the infamous question mark of question mark and the Mysterians. And I just moved my scope. And now I can't find my coins. There they are. Ooh, that one's got a lot of lines across the bottom there. Texture. I just forgot when I was doing it. Hey, Treasure Rangers, how are you this morning? Yeah, I'm feeling kind of blah today myself, Scratch. I'm waiting for the doctor to call me back. They had to do a referral thing. So I'm waiting for either the endocrinologist to call or the insurance company or my primary care, somebody to call and tell me what is going on. Because I got to go to the doctor. My thyroid is really acting up. Right now, I'm sitting here. I'm glad somebody's doing good. I'm dragging butt. I really am. That one doesn't even belong in here. Oh, well, where's my container? I got these great containers my sister bought for me years ago. They were actually for some diet plan where you measured out your portions and stuff. And they come in this little tray that they lock into. And my sister found them at a thrift store and sent them to me for beads. But I have found they are wonderful for sorting my coins into. So I dug a couple of those out yesterday and they're working out really, really well. But yeah, I forgot to go through and get when I was going through, I forgot about the 2009s. I don't know why I know about the 2009s. Good morning, Billy P. How you doing today, hon? So anyway, I forgot about the series of 2009 pennies when I was going through these rolls yesterday, and I just shoved everything that looked like a zinc off into a separate little container, forgetting to check for 2009s. So I'm sitting here waiting on the doctors, but I'm also waiting on the FedEx guy. Because I don't care how sick I feel, when the FedEx guy gets here, I'm getting myself ready and I'm going out the door, because the FedEx guy is bringing me some new things Oh, now my sister's calling. Oh, geez. Hang on, folks. Whenever I get on here, usually nobody calls. Now everybody wants to call, so let me mute you for a sec. Well, when I answered it, she didn't say anything. I think she called me by accident because she had just texted me that she was nearby shopping, but I have told her, don't come to my building because we have COVID in my building and I don't want any of my family coming in this building right now. I just don't. Uh, most everybody in my family is either high risk or they're around my grandnephew who is high risk. There's a young man that my niece adopted as an infant, and he has sickle cell disease. So we have to be very careful around him. Yeah, usually all I get's crap and I can just hang up on it. But today, actual people are calling me, and I don't know, you know. I'm just going to send her a quick text, tell her, don't come here. I've been telling everybody all week, don't come here. Um, we had this one lady here that infected multiple people who then infected multiple people. Oh, yeah, I'm just reminding her. And she's right almost across the street at the local Wally World. So, anyway, what I was saying before the phone rudely interrupted me again was that I'm waiting for the FedEx guy, and I don't care how sick I am. The weather is good today, and it won't be again for a while. I don't think. Maybe tomorrow it'll be okay. And yeah, I just messaged her and told her, reminded her not to come over here. Um, our management is not doing a very good job, I don't think, on if I was the manager of a building, and this building only has 42 units, it's 3 floors, but there's like, you know, uh, 20, anyway, there's like 15 on one floor, 15 on one floor, and the rest are on the ground, what I call the basement, they call it the ground floor. I would at least have somebody coming through. She told me they were going to close the community room so people wouldn't associate down there, but they haven't. They have not mopped any of the areas, the public areas. I've never seen them mop any of the hallways or anything. My neighbor across the hall mopped the laundry room once. I mopped it once. I went in there yesterday to do laundry, and I took my Lysol and I sprayed everything down that I had to touch. But I just don't think they're being particularly diligent on keeping it clean. So, hi, Miss Southern Belle. How you doing? Hi, Benny. Benny. Pennies to Benji. So anyway, I don't think they're particularly diligent, and so I really don't want my family members coming here. I try not to wander around the building much. I've actually been going out the side entrance because not as many people use it. I do have to go through the lobby to get my mail, but I bought at Christmas time, I found some hand sanitizers that came on little carabiner hooks. So I have one hooked to my purse. So as soon as I touch those mailboxes, by the time I'm back to my apartment, I've already sanitized again, because we've had that I know of, 5 people have died in this building since the end of October. The first one that I know of was the lady that used to have this apartment. She did not die of COVID from what they told me, but I don't know that I believe that, because then they told me that the next one died of a heart attack, and I found out he died of COVID. So anyway, what I'm doing here for those who came in later is, yesterday I opened 7 rolls of pennies, and when I was going through them, I took out a whole bunch of things, but what I forgot was to take out the 2009s, and I was just shoving anything that looked like a zinc penny off into this little blue tub. Well, gee, pennies, if you're going to the store, would you get me a sweet tea, please? Thank you, honey. Yeah, right. Somebody else just ordered Twinkies. Oh my goodness, aren't we a bunch? So anyway, I forgot to look for the 2009s, and I know to look for them, but I was more focused on what was going on with my doctors and stuff, and I was just trying to keep my mind off of how crappy I felt, and I forgot all about the 2009s till I went to clear them off my desk, and I found a 2009 and went, oh my, I forgot to look for those. So I dumped the tub out onto my desk, and all I'm doing right now is flipping them over, looking to see if they have any of the Lincoln Commemoratives on the back. I'm not reading dates. This is just a quick exercise here, and also to tell you where things are with my thing from Muscle Shell. Muscle Shell came into my stream for the anniversary of my stream and gave me money for a metal detector, gave me money for gas to go see my brother in Florida, and then gave me more money because he said, well, you know, you got to eat. So I decided not to buy a new detector because we were able to get mine going again. It was just a matter of a bad cable, a bad charging cable. So I got a new charging cable first. So we decided what to do instead was to use that money to 30 degrees. Yeah, I'd be heading for whatever was close to. Dollar Tree, I have one within walking distance if I was a normal person. A lot of people from these apartments do walk over there, but not when there's snow on the ground. We are actually behind a shopping center that has a Walmart and a Dollar Tree and a shoe place and an Applebee's, a vape shop for those in here that have absolutely got to suck on something. But anyway, yeah, I'd go to the closest store too if it was 30. Yeah, my sister was at Walmart when she called. I've been trying to avoid going in there because, unfortunately, even though state law here requires stores to limit the number of people and requires masks, and this is a state law, our local Walmart turns a blind eye to it. And there are usually way too many people in there where you're actually bumping into them in the aisles, and that half of them aren't wearing masks. And we have a very, very high rate here, and the vaccines have not arrived here yet. So I try to stay out of there. Now, I will tell you, our Dollar Tree, they're taking it serious, and I'm proud of them, and I will shop in there. The other day I was in there, and a family with 5 people, 2 adults, 3 kids, which means that one of those adults could have stayed home with the 3 kids and sent one person shopping. But instead, the whole family trooped in, no masks. Right behind them, another one came in. 2 adults, 2 kids, no masks. Everybody in the line had on a mask, and a couple of us commented, hey, you know, isn't it state law you're supposed to wear a mask to be in here? And when I was putting my things in my car, the people that had been behind me in the line walked over to near my car, not up to me because they were distancing, and said, hey, turn around, look at the door. And I looked at the door, and they were booting them out, as it should be. There is, first of all, there's no reason, if there's 2 available adults in your family, one of them can sit in the car with the kids. One of them can stay at home with the kids. You don't have to have everybody in the store. I know I was at Aldi down in Mount Airy, North Carolina. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm taking the vaccine. You cannot catch it from the vaccine. That's a big fallacy that people are putting out there. There are a few people who can't take it because of other medications that they are taking, but honey, I'm sorry. I'd rather be a little sick from the vaccine than be a little dead. And I cannot go see my brother. This is the other part of the Muscle Shell thing. Muscle Shell sent me money for detecting things and to go see my brother in Florida. My brother's very high risk. He's already had the first part, the shot. You have 2 shots. He's already had the first one. He had absolutely no ill effect from it whatsoever. He goes back for his second one. I think he said the 22nd or so. And my brother, the eternal optimist, no, there are not a lot of people allergic to it. It's actually 0.01% of the people who have had it have had a reaction. And in most cases, it has not been a serious reaction. There are some who have had the reaction simply because they did not, or their doctor did not look at the drug interaction. They just ran down and said, oh, I got to get this. There are some medications, if you're on them, you can't get that shot. You can't have that vaccine. It's a very short list, maybe 3 or 4. And some of that's how they found out about some of them, but it's really 0.01. Now think of that. That's 0.1% of the people who have had the shot so far who have had any kind of reaction. So your chances of having an ill effect from the vaccine are way, way less than you're dying from the thing. Southern Belle, I wear a mask. I carry ooh, I think I found one. Yes, I did. See, this is why I'm going back through, because I missed a bunch of things like this. So yeah, I wear a mask. I carry sanitizer. I carry Lysol spray. I've done a tremendous amount of research on it. Because anyway, I can't go see my brother until I am vaccinated, because my brother lives in Florida, which is the petri dish of the pandemic, because they don't wear masks. They just walk around acting like idiots. Makes me embarrassed to be that I am from Florida. There's a lot of medications, Miss Southern Belle, that I cannot take. They ask me in the doctor when I go to a new doctor. They ask me if I have any medicine allergies, and I pull out a 2-page list and hand it to them, and they're shocked. But when you have autoimmune disorders, it creates havoc in your body with what medicines you can tolerate. Okay, let me see who's in here, because I haven't said hi to everybody, I'm sure, because I've been looking at the coins. That's what happened yesterday. I was talking too much and not looking at my coins, and I missed these. Okay, I'm going to start at the top and just go down. Scratch and Go Crazy was first one in the house. Then Treasure Ranger Saving History came in. Billy P got here. Pennies to Benji, who's now wandering around in the 30-degree weather looking for Twinkies. Miss Southern Belle. The Nightbot. I don't have him actually pulled up, but he still puts my things in there for me. My address and stuff. I know I saw somebody else. Come on, get down here a little further. Oh, Silver. Hey, Silv, how you doing? Good to see you pop in. Well, I went through that pile. Silver 47 is in the house, came in to say hi. I can't eat blue cheese either. It's a funny allergy. Just some crazy allergies that I have. And they don't know what causes. Well, I got 2 out of that pile. So I think I'm going to open a couple of rolls, because I am sitting here waiting for the FedEx guy. He's supposed to be blue cheese flavored Twinkies. Ew. Scratch, that's nasty. I won't eat it. I wonder where Mikey is. Mikey likes it. Anyway, I'm waiting for my FedEx guy, because Muscle Shell gave me all that money. I can't make the trip right now, but I took the money out of the bank and stashed it where I wouldn't spend it until I can be vaccinated, or until this thing gets itself under control. I can't go see my brother, so that's off the list. I just opened a roll. I'm gonna look at some, and then I'm gonna go get dressed. Ooh, habanero Oreos. That does not sound good, and I like hot food, but that doesn't sound good. Although mole sauce is a combination of hot and chocolate, and I like it. So maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. I would probably have to try one, actually, because I thought about it, and I do like mole sauce. I don't know if you guys know what mole sauce is. But anyway, it has hot peppers in it and chocolate. And it's actually very good. I actually have a sign on my door. You guys have heard me end my live streams with the line, "If you're in my space, cover your face." Well, I found a Valentine's decoration. It's a heart with a chalkboard in the middle. So guess what Susie has on her door? I have a heart on my door with, "If you're in my space, cover your face," written in the middle of it. And that goes for the bug spray guy. That goes for anybody. I don't, right now, because of what's going on in this building, I don't want anybody coming in here. my neighbor knocked on the door yesterday, and I will confess I did help him a little bit. He helped me move all my stuff in, and so I felt a little obligated. I carried a couple of things upstairs. He finally got his stuff back after a year. It was in storage down somewhere in North Carolina, and I did carry some stuff in for him, but everybody involved was wearing masks and we were social distancing, and so I carried a chair to the elevator and didn't get in, things like that. But you know, normally I would have let him in, but because one person in our building didn't want to wear a mask and spread, you know, her attitude was nasty. Her attitude was, I don't have to wear one, you're violating my rights. She's making it a very political issue. And she's like, I'm not sick, you're not going to make me wear one, I think you're all stupid. Well, I'm sorry, but Betty died. She was asymptomatic. Ooh, looky, we got us a 73S. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. She condemned all of us and was really 66. That's a good one. Was really rude about her opinion, and she ended up at the Christmas tree decorating party. She exposed, I think it was 15 people, out of which 12 of them got the virus, and 5 are now dead, including the lady who just absolutely, she was asymptomatic, and then when it hit her like bam, and they took her to the hospital and she never came home. And so there's people all over this building, you know, that got it, and then they in turn exposed other people. So it's still making its round through the building. There's one lady who had it that wants to come talk to me all the time, and I like her. She's a very nice lady, but I don't want to get close to her. I know some people say if you've had it, then you can't spread it, but then there are places that say they have people that have had it twice. So I'm going to err on the side of caution, and I'm going to stay away from her. But I'm just sitting here waiting for the FedEx guy to come and bring I got a new carbon fiber lower shaft for my detector, which will make it considerably stronger and considerably lighter weight. So I've got that coming, and I've got a new coil coming. I have a new digging tool. I have one that I haven't used. It's a Garrett. I used it. I can't say I haven't used it. I used it a couple times, and it just seemed really heavy and awkward to me. So I ordered a different one. If I do not like the different one, if I have the same issue with it that I have with the Garrett digging tool, I'll probably be giving it away on my channel. But let's see, what else did I order? I ordered a proper brush for cleaning your metal detecting fines. It has a lanyard on it so I can hook it onto my bag. And so I'm waiting for all my new toys to arrive. And even though I'm not particularly energetic, I'm going to run down to the local park with the new coil and just make sure it works, so that I can be assured that I didn't get any defective items, because I don't want to come back 2 weeks from now when the weather is good again and find out that there's something wrong with it, because companies kind of hesitate if you wait 2-3 weeks and then try to return a piece of electronics. So I want to go down there and at least check it out at the park, where I know I will get signals, even if they are just junk. At least I will get signals out at the park, where I know I will get signals, even if they are just I just turned on my YouTube and I forgot. Oh, look, somebody stopped by to give me a thumbs down at the park, where I know I will get signals, even if they are just turn that speaker off. Oh, somebody had to come and tell me they don't like me. Oh, boo freaking who. That still counts as interaction for my channel, so thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. I'll probably get a copyright infringement for that. I don't know if any of you know where that song came from. I'm not singing particularly well today. I got Kermit dancing around in my throat. Ooh, that's tasty. Don't even know if anybody's still watching me. It says 5 people are, but nobody has said anything for 5 minutes, so don't know. So anyway, I'm just waiting for my FedEx guy. I left them very specific instructions not to leave my things in the lobby, because we got a guy that likes to, he thinks he's being helpful, and he picks your stuff up and takes it to your apartment, but I just don't want people touching my stuff right now. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody but me. All right, I'm still waiting here for my sweet tea and Twinkies. I haven't seen them come back from the store yet. James, Ella. Yeah, the lady that didn't wear the mask, I look at it that way too. She deliberately didn't wear a mask. Now, it's one thing if you accidentally expose somebody, but this lady's attitude was horrible. She jumped all over me because I would not come into the Christmas tree decorating party. I was standing outside the door. Our apartment manager wasn't even wearing a mask. And when she tried to get me to come in, and I said, no, I'm sorry, there's too many people in there not wearing masks. There were like 15 or so people in there decorating the Christmas tree, and only 2 or 3 of those were wearing masks. And I just wasn't going in. And when I said that, a lot of them thought about it, including the apartment manager, and she said, oh, yeah, you're right. We should probably be wearing masks. And so everybody took off to get masks. And this lady lit into me about how I ruined the Christmas party. Blah, blah, blah. Shame on me. All right, Billy P., you have a great day, sweetheart. My regular show is on at 6 o'clock Eastern tonight. So we'll be on then. Stop by and see me. Yeah, I just feel like her attitude caused a lot of people to lose their loved ones. And the irony of the thing, more than anything that hit me, was somebody posted her obituary on the community bulletin board in the laundry room. And this is the lady who refused to wear a mask, told us we were all slaves to the military, slaves to the liberal government, blah, 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 just on and on about this stuff and her attitude was that her rights were being violated. She fails to realize that the right to live of all the people around her were being violated. But what got me was when they posted her obituary, the very last thing it says in her obituary about the services for her: social distancing and masks are required. Really, Betty? Really? Boy, isn't she rolling in her grave that they required safety at her funeral. I mean, she called me names. She flat out said she wasn't sick and she didn't need to wear a mask and yada, yada, yada. And I think about a week and a half later was when they took her to the hospital. I remember the ambulance coming and wondering who it was because it wasn't on my floor. And I know what floor they went to, but I did not go out to see who it was. And then about another week or so later, one of my neighbors stuck their head out the door. Didn't come near me, but stuck her head out her door, and she said, "Hey, did you hear Betty died?" And I said, "No, but I'm not surprised." And then the manager of the apartments confirmed that she had died of COVID. And of course, now our office is closed, except you can make an appointment. But so anyway, I'm kind of a prisoner in my own apartment. And actually, her husband immediately moved out of here, Miss Southern Belle. No, I didn't go to the service. I didn't like her. I had already told the office to keep that crazy lady away from me. They pretty much made a lot of threats towards me because they did not like, I had some bumper stickers on my car that they did not like. And they just were very, very nasty to me. Yeah, he moved out right after she died. Can't say I blame him. There are a lot of people in here that didn't really care for her. And here's another part of the problem. We had at Thanksgiving, I'm glad she wasn't positive then, but at Thanksgiving, a local church brought meals for all of us. And they were supposed to put them down in the community room where you could go and pick up your meal. Instead, they dropped them in the lobby. So this lady and her friend decided they were going to take control of this food, and they delivered them to whoever they wanted to have them. If I hadn't walked through, I wouldn't have got one, but I happened to walk through and went and picked mine up myself. But I didn't like the idea that they were handling everybody's food. The whole reason for it being set up where the food was being dropped off and then you went and picked yours up was so other people weren't handling your food. And that's why I'm sitting here waiting for the FedEx guy, because I don't want people handling my FedEx package. The FedEx guy wears gloves and a mask. So I left instructions to not leave my things in the lobby. I don't want anybody out there putting their grubby little paws on them. There's this one guy that hangs out in the lobby all the time, and he's very sweet, but I don't want to be around him. he's always coughing and hacking, and I don't know what that cough or hack is, but whatever it is, I don't want to be around it. So I have taken to going out the side door, which involves me having to go up and down a flight of steps, which isn't, I mean, it's okay. It's not a big flight. I can manage it. But yeah, so I'm just sitting here waiting for the doctors to call me, let me know when they can get me some medication for my thyroid and find out what's going on with it. And I'm waiting for my wonderful FedEx guy, who usually comes around noon. Once that happens, I am going to go out for just a little bit. It's not super cold today. It's, oh yeah, I spray mine. If I don't have spray, I wipe them off, and I take the outer boxes off out in the hall and run them to the dumpster. I try not to bring that stuff in. I'm going to open one more roll of pennies while I sit here. Yeah, I have spray right inside my door. I have a little basket that has Lysol spray, it has wipes, it has gloves, it has disposable masks, hand sanitizer, everything right there. Somebody said something to me the other day, because when I do have to go to like the laundry room or the mail area, I don't wear my shoes. I wear either a pair of little ballet slippers, or one of my friends sent me some decorative socks. And somebody asked me if I didn't own any shoes, and I said, yeah, I own plenty of shoes, but I can take these off, put them in the little bucket right inside my door that has some water and disinfectant in it, and I'm not bringing the stuff in on my shoes. And somebody said, oh, well, you can't bring that in on your shoes. People don't breathe on your shoes. And I said, well, see that guy standing there waiting for the little shuttle bus? I just saw him spit on the ground 2 or 3 times. I step in his spit with my shoes and carry it into my apartment. I have just possibly infected myself. I think that is the most disgusting habit anyway. And it's very, very common here in rural Virginia, people spitting on the ground. You know, I'm like, really? If it's that bad, folks? My grandpa used to chew tobacco, and he carried a can around with him to spit in. Uncle Elsie's spit can. But yeah, I see people here all the time spitting on the ground. So don't tell me I can't get it on my shoes, because I know I can. I don't know how Miss Betty got it, but I'm guessing because she insisted on going to this one church in the area that is opposed to social distancing, and she may have gotten it there. I don't know. I do know that we are in one of the highest per capita infection areas in the state of Virginia. They say right now that over 20% of the people in this town are positive for COVID. That's a substantial amount of people in a town with only 7,000 people. And so I actually try to get out of this building and stay out of here. I feel like I have a better chance of survival if I'm walking around the park with my detector by myself than I do in a building where we know there are still some active cases. And how we know that is the people who are active have signs on their doors saying, do not enter COVID-19. Those are the ones that are home. You know, there's some that I'm guessing are not here. And I'm guessing that based on the fact that the office went around a week ago and posted the schedule for the exterminator, and there's about 6 of those. Hi, Forrest. There's about 6 of those that have those still hanging on their doors. So I don't think those people are here, and my guess is that they are probably at the hospital. I did see one guy yesterday that I haven't seen for 3-4 weeks, and he was using a walker, and I never saw him use a walker before, so I don't know what affected him. I just don't like the self-entitlement. Yeah, I'm sure it sounds pretty funny for us, Raven, but when you're old like me and you have autoimmune disorders that already weaken your system, and then you got some ding dong that wants to parade around and infect everybody because they believe in a leader, and I'm not going to say a government leader, any kind of leader, a teacher, a minister, a government official, anybody that's out there telling folks this is not a real thing and that they don't need to protect themselves, it's just the flu, yada, yada, yada. Anybody that's doing that, those are the people that need to be held legally responsible, because this lady was a very sweet lady, but she got pulled into this whole political rant about how it wasn't real and she didn't have to do anything, and we were trying to take her freedom from her, and she got sucked into it and it killed her. And here's my deal, and I have a lot of racing friends that think that way, and that they're trying to take their freedom away by having them put on a mask. And my response to that, to my racing buddies, is this. Let me see. When you get in your race car, you have a window net to protect you so things don't fly in. You have a 5-point harness. You have a specially built racing seat. You have a fire suit that you are wearing over fire retardant underwear. You have fire retardant shoes, fire retardant gloves. You have a neck restraint that is also fire retardant. You are wearing a helmet. You are wearing a face shield. You're wearing all those safety items so that you can drive a race car. But you don't think you need, and you don't think that is infringing on your freedom to have the wind in your hair and hear the car louder. Bull hockey. I'm sorry. You have to get a driver's license to drive on the street. You have to wear a seatbelt so you don't hurt yourself and you don't hurt others. You have to maintain your vehicle so that you don't hurt people. Why is it any different to put on a mask? I don't understand why people have to make this disease political. It's a disease. It doesn't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, a communist, a socialist. It doesn't care if you're an anarchist. It doesn't care if you're a Baptist, a Methodist, or Jewish, Buddhist. It doesn't care. Nobody created this disease to go after you. Get that out of your head. It's ridiculous. But that belief is killing people. If everybody had uh, gotten with the program back in February and March of last year when this first started spreading, we'd probably be pretty much over it by now in the United States. But because so many people thought it was a joke, here we are into the next year and we're still playing with this crap. Come on, people. I want to go outside and play. People want to see their families. I can't go see my brother. My brother is many years older than me. I may not get a chance to see my brother. If he takes a sudden turn, it's a done deal. Because people don't want to wear a mask. Oh, come on. Ah. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. I just want everybody to get better. I want everybody to be able to spend the holidays with their families. I want to be able to go metal detecting and not have to worry that the person that walks up to me at the park and says, "Are you finding anything?" I got to make sure those people aren't infecting me. Everybody's got their opinion, and I'm sure some people don't like mine. But everybody just needs to cooperate. And even if it just was the flu, back in the late 19 teens, 19, 17, 18, and 19, and 20, yeah, I agree with that too, Silver. I don't like the people that have gone the other way, who are hoarding things or they are buying them up to resell them at an exorbitant rate. I don't like it either. Now, I did buy a number of items, but I didn't buy every item in the damn store. All right, Forrest, I know you were driving and listening, so good luck with your appointment, whatever it is you're doing. Be safe, cover your face, because the idiots won't. Back during World War I, oh, Silver, I couldn't get any either. And I tried to order some toilet paper. This is true. When I lived in Georgia, I tried to order toilet paper from Amazon, and they said they could not deliver to my town. They deliver everything else in the free world to Quitman, Georgia, but they couldn't deliver toilet paper. I'm like, are you kidding me? So a friend of mine down in Florida ordered a case, had it sent to her, because she tried ordering it as a gift and they wouldn't send it to me. So she had it sent to her, and then she UPS'd it to me so I could get toilet paper. A few weeks ago, I went to the Walmart here, which is like, I could, if I had a gun, I could shoot the Walmart. It's that close. There's a field and a row of trees, and then there's a Walmart. I was in there, and they had no toilet paper again. So I casually mentioned it on Facebook. Here we go again with the toilet paper hoarders. And the same friend, now that I live in Virginia, she ordered a case of toilet paper and sent it to me. So I got toilet paper. The thing with the mask, you only got to wear the mask when you're in the presence of others. You don't really need to wear the mask when you're in your, I don't wear mine in my car all the time. I do sometimes, but usually I take my mask off when I come out of whatever store it is, and I throw that mask away in the trash can and put a fresh one on. And I have COPD and chronic bronchitis issues. My brother has COPD. We both wear our masks if we go out. You're not going to die wearing your mask for 15 minutes to run into the store and grab some milk and bread. There are, like, the family that went into the Dollar Tree the other day, 5 people. They really only needed to send one person in to buy whatever they needed. The adult and the other 3 kids could have stayed at home. They could have stayed in the car, whatever. I mean, I understand a single parent might need to take their child. I'd prefer they find somebody to watch them, but there was no reason for a family of 5 to be wandering around in that store with no masks. You can order stuff to be picked up at the curb at Walmart. If you can't wear a mask, order your stuff online and go pick it up. Don't expose everybody. God, I am so tired of being locked down in my apartment because the people that I live in the same building with don't have any respect for me or the other people in the building. And that's what it boils down to. Back in the days of the Spanish flu, everybody was required to wear a mask. And unfortunately, some areas decided that they didn't need to wear them anymore. They had these great big parades and stuff, and all these people went to them, and they didn't wear the masks. And guess what? They spread it all over again, twice as bad and twice as worse. And now our DMV is tight as a drum. It's too tight. It's so tight that half of Virginia is driving around with expired plates or expired driver's licenses because you have to make an appointment, and they will only do one transaction in the appointment. And I think this is stupid. And the idea, they said, oh, well, it's to protect people from COVID. Well, then do it all at once, so we only have to go in there once. I'm now on the 3rd one, just trying to get my license, my registration, and my tags all switched over. I've been here since the end of August. It is now January. I am still driving on Georgia plates. There's a lady driving around town here. I don't know when her plates expired, but she has a piece of cardboard on the back of her car with a fake tag number that says 0000000. Underneath it says, I don't know, ask the DMV. I mean, it's ridiculous. If I go to North Carolina, which is a 15-minute drive, I have to carry papers showing that I have an appointment at the Virginia DMV in case I get stopped because I'm driving on a Virginia license and Georgia plates. It's crazy. Ours went too far the other way. They just didn't think it through, but they're wearing masks. Our post office, because that's a federal thing, the federal, we all know what the federal is doing. So some of our people are wearing them and some of them aren't. For that reason, when I go to the PO and get my mail at the post office from my PO box, I have a little small can of Lysol, a little miniature can that's purse size, and I spray my mail. I know, maybe I'm stupid, but I'm almost 68 years old, and so far I have tested twice, and I don't have it. I'm about to go get my test again. They won't, because of my high risk, I do it every 2 months. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I didn't really find much. I found some 60s and 70s in that last batch. I have my regular show tonight at 6 p.m., which is metal detecting, coin collecting. And if anybody has seen Jessie, I haven't seen Jessie O for a couple days. And she's one of my mods. She asked me a question the other night about metal detectors, and about what, I think it was her that asked if you could get different colors. And I basically said no, not at this time, except the little pink ones for kids. However, I saw a video this morning that changes all of that, at least for a couple of brands of metal detectors. So that's going to be for my test Silver Wishes. Yeah, I don't pay for my COVID tests. They do not charge me for them. But because I have the diseases that I have, I get tested every 2 months. Every 60 days, they recommend that I get tested again. So I'm about due for another one. They did give us an extra one when it broke out in our building even. So no, I didn't get that, because I can run. Our town is so small that I can run right down the street here. Our local CVS provides the test for free. We also had the Virginia National Guard came and set up at the local thrift store / food bank, and they were out there testing for free. So yeah, I'll have to check into that, Silver, but I haven't really heard much about it here where I live. When you live way out in the country, in these little rural towns, this is one of the worst places for misinformation and not getting benefits that are available, simply because we have a newspaper that comes out once a week, and most of the people live scattered around the side of a mountain. I actually live in town now. I did that on purpose, and I'm starting to think that wasn't a good idea. I probably should have been better off if I had stayed out in the cabin, except I'd have froze to death. But I'm gonna go and get some lunch and get showered, and hopefully my new detecting gear will be here soon. I'm just going to run out for a little bit because I do have a show at 6 o'clock, but I want to make sure that the new equipment is working. And so to that end, I'm not going very far away. I'm just going to a place I know I can test it out for about 45 minutes, make sure that everything is good. Yeah, Georgia, I noticed, was really, really okay. Silver, thanks for stopping by. If you have not done so, please hit my like button, because we're going to counteract the dum-dum that comes and hits the Susie Hater button. By the way, the other night, I do want to let you guys know this. The other night, when they created all those fake accounts and they ran up the 40 thumbs down on my nickel hunt, I turned off the public viewing of the likes and dislike numbers, but I turned it back on yesterday so I could see it. And YouTube had caught on to the fact that a lot of those were fake. And now the number is down to 13 instead of 40. So apparently all their little fake accounts got caught. And so, yeah, the number dropped way back down. I will check it again in a couple days because I know they're investigating that. And I was in another stream last night and someone confirmed, actually the person who owned the channel confirmed that the one name that came in as the channel asshole, that was in fact Kellen L. They actually confirmed that while he was in that channel. So, and said something. Then the guy said, "Oh, well, I just let out a big secret." And I wrote back, "No secret." we already knew it was Kellen, but he kind of outed him again last night. So we know who it was. And it's just sad. I used to be friends with Kellen. I don't really ever know why Kellen got mad at me. He just showed up one night as the channel asshole and went off. Don't know what I did to him. So, but anyway, I got a show at 6 o'clock. And if somebody sees Jessie O, please tell her. I have some information for her about those detectors of many colors that I think she's going to find interesting. I'm pretty sure it was her. Anyway, I'll see you guys all later. I got to clean the rest of these pennies up and then clean me up, get me some lunch, take my meds, and sit here and look out the window and wait for the FedEx dude to arrive with my new toys. But I got all these pennies off my desk now that I had here from last night. So it's all good. And we'll see y'all later. And Miss Southern Belle, the contribution you made to my trip, I have also put that away so that when I get to take that trip, I will have plenty to do it with. So I'll see you guys later. Hopefully my doctor will call here pretty soon. If not, I'm going to start calling them back again. Take care, everybody. See you later on. I still got a bunch of pennies left to sort, so I'll probably be on every day looking at pennies. Bye-bye.